Help me to reach 2,000 subscribers. The first thing I heard was her laughter. Sharp, carefree, cruel. Cut through the night like glass shattering on concrete. Then silence. So sudden it made my heart stutter. "Why aren't you laughing now, Claire?" I asked, my voice trembling as I stood at the bedroom door. She turned, eyes wide, mascara smudged from what looked like tears. "Because," she said in a broken whisper, "you're not sleeping with me anymore." Her words landed like a slap. I stared at her. The same woman I'd loved since college. The one who used to fall asleep on my chest whispering promises of forever. But now, she was trembling, her robe half open, her phone glowing on the bed beside her like a guilty flame. "I want a divorce," I said. That's when she started crying. Not soft, sorrowful tears. No, these were desperate, jagged sobs, the kind that reeked of panic. "Please, Mark, don't say that. You don't understand." I walked closer. "Then help me understand." The phone buzzed again, lighting up her face in the dark. My name wasn't on the screen. Another man's was. Ethan. The name burned itself into my memory before I even touched the device. "Who is he?" She hesitated for just a moment too long. And in that pause, the truth unfolded inside me like a sick prophecy. "It's not what you think," she whispered. "Then tell me what it is." Her lips quivered. "He's just a friend." I laughed, but it wasn't the kind of laughter that came from humor. Came from disbelief. From rage barely contained under my skin. "A friend? Who texts you at midnight saying he misses your body?" She gasped. I hadn't even opened the phone yet. I didn't have to. I'd already seen the preview message flash before she snatched it away. The air between us thickened with the weight of everything we weren't saying. I'd suspected something for weeks. Missed calls, sudden late shifts, that new perfume she wore even when she claimed she was just meeting Emily. I tried to rationalize it all. I told myself she was tired, stressed, distant because of work. But deep down, something primal had started whispering that she wasn't just slipping away from me. She was giving herself to someone else. "I was lonely," she said finally, her voice trembling. "You stopped touching me. You stopped seeing me." That's when anger met guilt, and for a second, they danced together inside my chest. She wasn't wrong. After my father's death, I'd withdrawn into myself. Work became my shield. I stopped trying, thinking love was something permanent, like a photograph frozen in time. But it wasn't. Love was fragile. It starved quietly, unseen, until someone else came along to feed it. "Claire," I said, forcing my voice steady. "How long?" She closed her eyes. 6 months. I nodded slowly, staring at the wedding photo on the dresser. The one where she was laughing under sunlight, veil fluttering. The one where I thought we were invincible. "Did you love him?" "No," she said too quickly. Then softer, "I don't know." Her honesty hit harder than a lie. I sat down on the edge of the bed, my heart thundering so loud it drowned the ticking clock. I wanted to scream, to break something, to make her hurt the way I did. But all I could do was stare at the floor, my voice a whisper. "You made me feel like I was going crazy for suspecting. Gaslighting me, mocking me." Tears streamed down her face. "I didn't know how to stop it. You made me feel wanted again. You didn't even look at me anymore. So you decided to destroy everything instead?" She covered her face. "I'm sorry." The words felt empty. Not because she didn't mean them, but because they could never undo what she'd done. I stood, pacing, trying to catch my breath. Every sound, the hum of the fridge, the creak of the floorboards, felt amplified, like the world was listening to our unraveling. Finally, I said, "Does he know you're married?" Her silence was my answer. That was the thing about betrayal. It wasn't just the act itself. It was the deception that wrapped around it, the web of half-truths that suffocated everything once pure. "You laughed," I said quietly. "When I joked about not sleeping with you, you laughed like it didn't matter." "I was scared," she whispered. "If I laughed, maybe it wouldn't feel real." Her honesty came too late. I walked to the window, staring at the rain streaking down the glass, each droplet reflecting a version of us I didn't recognize anymore. The faithful husband, the repentant wife, the corpse of a love that once breathed fire. Then, without turning around, I said, "Did you sleep with him in our house?" Her silence broke something inside me. I turned to see her pale face, her eyes darting toward the floor. "Once," she said. "I'm sorry. It was a mistake." The image hit me so hard I could taste blood in my mouth. I clenched my fists until my nails dug into my palms. "That bed," I whispered. "Our bed." She nodded, tears falling fast now. I couldn't stop it. I hated myself the moment it happened. "You should have thought about that before you did it." She fell to her knees, sobbing. "Please, don't leave me, Mark. I'll do anything. I'll quit my job. Block him. Just give me one more chance." I stared at her, my mind a war zone of memories and emotions. The woman I loved was both stranger and wife, betrayer and broken soul. "Do you still talk to him?" She hesitated again. That was enough. I walked out of the bedroom, her cries following me down the hall. In the living room, her phone buzzed again. The same name flashed across the screen. Ethan. This time, the message preview was longer. "Can't stop thinking about last night." I felt the world collapse inside me. I picked up the phone, typed one sentence, and hit send. "She's all yours." Then I placed the phone back on the table, grabbed my jacket, and walked out the door into the cold night air. The rain hit my face like needles, but it felt cleaner than the air inside that house. As I reached the car, I looked up at the bedroom window. She was standing there, a silhouette framed by the faint light, one hand pressed against the glass like a prisoner reaching for something already gone. I started the engine and drove away, each mile between us peeling off another layer of pain. For the first time in months, I didn't feel numb. I felt alive. Broken, yes, but alive. The marriage had died long before that night. I just hadn't been brave enough to bury it. And somewhere between the thunder and the rain, I realized the most painful truth of all. Sometimes betrayal doesn't destroy you. It frees you from the lie you were too afraid to see.